up, y'all? So, it's been seeming like, trying to get these lost spirits that are walking around hell right now. Um, trying to even get people to understand that concept is really a joke. Even though I'm not joking, um, trying to get people to understand that concept, of being a lost soul out here, in in a hell that doesn't appear to be a hell, has been very interesting, over these past almost 2 years. You know what I'm saying? It's like the literal psychosis, you know, that that our people are under, the literal hypnosis, the literal amnesia, the literal just downright lack of common sense, ignorance, um, you know, audacity, um, you know, the literal fact that our people don't even want the truth at this time. Like they don't even want to know. They want to believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not interested in knowing, because with knowing comes responsibility. They don't want the gnosis. They don't want the knowledge. They just want to sit back and constantly tell you that you don't know. They rather do that while holding on to their beliefs. It's like they don't root for the fact that you know, and thank you, for taking the time out to dive into the knowledge, therefore have experiencing the knowledge, and then for passing the knowledge on. No, that's not what they want. They want you to not know because they don't know. They want to be able to say that you think you're all that because you know some shit, and they don't. They want to be able to say everybody don't know everything because they don't know anything. Yeah. It's shit like that that really gets on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many different ways does somebody have to tell you guys that we are moving out of your beliefs and we are moving into gnosis? We're moving into knowledge. It really irks my nerves, because it's like, damn, it's like our people have gotten so comfortable with this slave-like mentality. Like, why don't y'all want to know the truth about who you are, about why you're here? Because our people don't even know who they are, why they're here, what the whole purpose of Earth is. I mean, do our people just really sit back? I mean, do you guys ever sit back, and just ask yourself, what the hell am I doing here? Where am I going from here? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know shit. We don't know our bodies. We don't know where we came from. You know what I'm saying? We don't understand, men don't understand women. What women don't understand men. You know what I'm saying? You know, we waste so much time, you know what I'm saying, trying to be everything else except knowledgeable of self. Yeah. It's like, how many generations now, you know what I'm saying, are going to go through this classroom of life and come out not knowing shit about it? I don't want to hear about your fucking 9 to 5. I don't want to hear about your business, because that has nothing to do with the afterlife, which is the real goal, which is what our ancestors was trying to teach. Because you have no inner fulfillment with external pleasures. External pleasures, of course, we're here in the physical, we are trapped in a physical body. So with that comes, of course, we have to have a physical lifestyle. But I'm talking about a bigger picture, okay? I'm talking about a bigger picture. And everybody is afraid, of death, which is why, our people cannot seem to let go of religion. Our people can't seem to let go of shit that they feel like will put them in a position where they have to humble themselves, or in a position where they have to, lose that job, or break up with that person, or, have that difficult conversation with their parent or their child. Not realizing that, we are in those positions for purpose. Not on purpose, for purpose. You could be dating someone and their mom is a meddler, their mom is disrespectful. Their dad is a meddler. Their dad could be disrespectful. And you might be the person, that needs to come along and have that difficult conversation with your in-law, Or you might need to be the one to check your in-law. But let me tell you what happens. What happens is that people get into marriages and situations and relationships, and they're surrounded with things that bother them, and they never say a fucking word about it. They allow these things to keep festering and going on, not learning from the lesson. These are the kind of situations that we keep having and dealing with. Everything is a test. You're in a classroom, your entire life. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing, you know what I'm saying, that your goal is supposed to be to have a soul involvement. It has nothing to do with all of this outside shit. It has nothing to do with none of that. And it's just sad to watch because, our, like, our men today are just, at a time of spiritual war. Our men today are, I don't even know what to say. And at a time of spiritual war, our women today are, I don't even know what to say. Our children at war. Don't know what to say. What in the hell? Oh boy, it's like, what are you gonna leave your children when they die? And I don't mean materialistic shit. What are you gonna leave your children? What type of wisdom and knowledge are you going to leave your children when you leave this place? What have you taught them? Because what we have done is we have allowed the enemy to teach our children. And now when we are waking up and trying to teach our children the real shit, they think it's a lie now. So look at what we have done based on our ignorance. And some of y'all want us to send our children back to school? Our people are actually going, you know, to college and getting bachelors and masters and shit in education. In education. For y'all to pump that indoctrination into my children? I don't fucking think so. No. I'm sitting here trying to, you know, trying to reverse all of that and to constantly watch, you know, the constant, you know, like the feeling of gratification that they allow to, you know, to creep into the culture to make us feel like that's the thing to do. To get a master's degree in education. It needs to be a master's degree in wisdom and knowledge, because that's the real education. Our enemies wrote those books that we're reading to our fucking children. This is really sick and sad to me. Because whether people want to hear it or not, it's the fucking truth. And I'm tired of having to walk on eggshells because people, you know, just can't seem to be able to swallow the truth pill. You know, you people are just not accepting, you know, you're not accepting, you know, your fate of anything on the planet. You know what I mean? Everybody just thinks that they have the right to overpower and disregard what's going on. You know what I mean? Everybody feels like they have the right to do that. Like you have plenty of time to just do whatever the fuck you want to do, and you'll get back to nature when you get back to her. Nah. No. Doesn't work that way. You guys are going to have to start realizing and understanding that, you know, you guys are literally the walking dead. You guys are literally the walking dead. And it's like the lost spirits out here, you know, some of the lost spirits out here are literal demons. And the ones that are out here constantly trying to, you know, drain energy out of others, you know what I'm saying, that are trying to come up in a grade here in school on the earth. Some of you guys are so miserable you don't even know that you're an actual fucking demon. You're walking around here dead thinking that you're alive. That has to be the worst liability known on the planet. Is for a person to really be walking around here thinking that they're alive and they're dead as shit. No light. Your life consists of snatching the light of others. Not allowing others to be able to shine their light unless yours is somewhere near. When you ain't even got one to be shining in the first goddamn place. Y'all so stuck on egotistical material ass shit. Y'all are stuck there. You're stuck in the lower realms of consciousness, which is hell. You're spiraling down. That's the 6th spiral. You want to be spiraling upward. You want to become that 9. You want to complete that spiral. You spiral up. You know, you spiral up in life. Energy vortex, you spiral upward. You know what I'm saying? You guys are spiraling downward. You know, I watch so many things now from a whole nother perspective. You know what I'm saying? I am literally no longer the same woman that I was a week ago, you know, let alone a year ago, let alone 5 years ago. And that's what, you know, life is supposed to be about, evolvement. You know, you fall down to get back up. I'm telling you, you people, you niggas just, y'all never want to fall. You're missing the lesson. You never want to, break up with that person and then heal to learn the lesson from that breakup. You guys never want to do that. You guys want to, get out of a relationship and hop right back in another one. Or, or just stay in the toxic ass relationship. Not ever, allowing your lotus flowers on the inside of you to fucking bloom. Not allowing yourself to heal from that traumatic relationship, that traumatic situation. That's the living dead. To think that we are in a, to think that we are actually, in a loving, place. No, we're not. Because if we were, especially you religious people, you would not be spending your adult lives waiting for this Christ entity to come and save you. If you were really on this loving, spinning ball, you would not constantly be looking for someone to save you, to get you the fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's proof right there. You guys don't want to save yourselves. You guys are cowards, whoever is doing that. Y'all looking for a white male to come and save y'all. There's plenty of white males in politics who ain't saved y'all yet. And y'all steady believing in this shit. That's the Walking Dead. Steady keep doing the same shit. You want to go and you want to get jabbed up just so you can fucking take flights. Just so you can go back to normal. That's the Walking Dead. What normal are you talking about? Normal, what? Is jealousy? Normal is watching our men get slaughtered in the streets. Normal is these children that are now constantly being born with all these fucking ailments. You know what I'm saying? Normal is now, no longer heterosexuality. Normal is being afraid of the fucking air, being afraid of bacteria. Normal is, one race of people, get to live great and eat great while the other ones don't. One race gets to constantly see traumatic shit constantly happen to their race and another one doesn't. What the fuck are y'all talking about? About normal? There's no such thing as normal. The only thing real is truth and light. Are lost spirits. Lost spirits around here trying to get fulfillment off of things. Trying to get fulfillment off of things or from the life energy of others. It's like vampire shit. I'm always recognizing somebody's beauty and somebody's light when they leave. You guys like to give people flowers when they're fucking dead. No. It's sickening. You can't tell a lost soul that is walking around in hell that they're in hell for shit. Because you don't want to hear it. You don't even want to open up your minds to that possibility. You are supposed to be trying to escape hell. Not making sure that you dig your way down further in it. And you don't realize what that looks like. Because what that looks like is your master's degrees. What that looks like is your big ass houses. What that looks like is Hollywood. And what it looks like is, these grown adults now with absolutely nothing to leave their children in the form of wisdom and knowledge. We're not even looking up at the stars anymore. psychosis of our people is at an all-time ridiculousness. And we definitely need to be checked. We really need to sit back, and we need to look at our children, and we all need to be shaking our heads at our damn selves. And we need to try to be, trying to do whatever we can to erase what we unconsciously did. We need to accept what we unconsciously accepted, and we need to reverse that shit. Not constantly keep doing the same old things. And I don't give a damn if your mom is telling you to do it. I don't care if your dad is telling you to do it. Okay? It is time to be able to face some of these people and tell them, Ma, no, I'm not going to do that. It doesn't work. I've tried it. You want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result? That's literal insanity. Or you guys will break up with, you know what I'm saying, a person, not healing yourself after the breakup, and then go meet someone else. What are you doing? You're only going to meet the same type of energy, just in a different body. Because you're going to get that lesson again at some point until you face it and deal with it and learn from it and fall and hurt and cry. And then you have that aha moment. Because then when you recognize that energy again in another body, you be like, because I've already done this. I've already learned that lesson. And in order for me to grow, why would I take that course again? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you take a course? Would you take another college course again if you already passed that shit? No, you wouldn't. But you constantly do that with the people that you're around. Y'all don't know how to pick a side. Y'all don't know how to pick a side and stay there. If you are playing for a team in school, okay, you cannot help the other team win. If you are on a team, then you are to help your team win the game. And the constant lost souls can't fathom that you're in a game. So yeah, at this time, there is no time, to play with the ops right now. Because if you're not on this team, if you're not on the light body team, if you're not on the conscious team, then you're an op. And it's just that simple. That's family included. That's so-called friends included. But I'm responsible for my children being on this planet. So I'm going to be responsible for fucking changing their DNA. I'm going to be responsible for leaving them the wisdom and knowledge that it takes for them to get out of here, since I had them in ignorance. That's the least I can do for them. Not teach them how to be the best slave. Not teach them how to go, pick the fattest fucking thing of cotton. Putting them through college would be like, applauding the fact that they've made it to trustee, picking cotton. My children are not going to college because I said so. Send them deeper into the illusion? Nah. I'm fishing them out of this shit. Everything I learned, they learn. That's what we supposed to be out here doing. Y'all out here teaching, teaching how to be rich, wealthy. I'm teaching mine how to be spiritually rich. and spiritually wealthy first. Send them out there in that cold world without raising them with the understanding, the understanding, and the overstanding of what the fuck is really going on in this world. Rushing them out of the house by 18? Nah. No. They know the truth about what's going on. They're not about to live in a bubble. I'm not about to lie. But that's what you guys like, because you like your lies. You're comfortable in your lies. It's sick. It needs to stop. You know, our race is going nowhere fast. You guys have literally, for people who don't accept death the way that our people do, you for damn sure just sped it up for yourselves, even though you're already dead. You don't understand death. You're afraid of death. So you just go along with anything. You lose your integrity. You go along with anything. You hurt people along the way. You hurt people along the way in this life. People that were put in your life for whatever reason. Usually it's always the good people too that get hurt. And those were the people that you were supposed to be holding on to. That resistance. You know what I'm saying? I could be a little rough around the goddamn edges. But I know I'm valuable as fuck. And I don't need anybody to tell me that. And I say that very humbly. What is your value? Do you know your value? What is your value? Are you a human or are you immortal? What value do you bring to a relationship? Because nobody wants you to just bring your fucking body and bring your bullshit. Nobody wants you to bring all of your fucking past, traumas and shit. You need to be dealing with that before you hop into a fucking relationship. And if you haven't done that now, if you haven't done that then now is the time to do it. Stop making excuses to why you're not doing these things. Because how we win this war is knowledge. We win this war with knowledge. Now they have all your DNA to be studying it. Now they'll have all of your knowledge before you fucking have it. Y'all gotta be kidding me with this shit, man. Y'all so busy out here worrying about the wrong shit. Men just keep reproducing, stretching their seed out to extend their physical, to extend their physical existence of life, because if they don't, they'll perish. Subconsciously, men keep spreading their seed because they subconsciously know that they're perishing. And that's selfish all in itself. Because you're perishing, so you're going to reproduce on a subconscious level, or you're going to try to meet somebody that will cause the reproduction, of course, to keep yourself and to give yourself more time onto the planet just to do absolutely nothing with it. Spending another life cycle doing the same shit because nobody has talked to you like this. Nobody wants to have those difficult conversations with your ass. And your ass don't want to sit there and listen to them without getting all up in your feelings. You don't want to admit that you were wrong. You don't want to look at yourself in the mirror and not know who the fuck you are. Who is it who's looking back? You don't want to apologize to that person that you hurt. You don't even want to apologize to your damn self for hurting your damn self. You don't want to apologize to your children for causing all that trauma around them. And y'all never want to be upset with your slave masters either. Y'all want to keep giving them a pass, holding hands doing kumbayas. You want to be indoctrinated. You want to be slaves. You don't want to get out of hell. Because now is the time that the gates are opening. But you're allowing Bill Gates to close the gates on your ass. Because you're too coward to stand up at this time. Use your throat chakra, okay? And worry about the shit that it's going to take for you and your children and generations to come to get the fuck out of this paradigm. You don't want to upgrade. You're comfortable staying right where you are. Well, I'm not. And nature is not. You guys are comfortable just being on the bottom, just being the bottom race, huh? You guys are comfortable not knowing who you are. You guys are comfortable always being afraid of death. You guys are comfortable in your disease-like mindsets. You're comfortable being a demon. You're comfortable chasing that bag. You are going to re-die again before you've lived. You guys are going to repeat hell again. Lose your memory, not realize that you're there again, and miss the whole purpose of what life is all about. Guys are like in hell trying to stay longer. You're trying to stay longer by allowing this paradigm to not crumble and end right now at this time. By not standing up and saying, this is all bullshit. By not realizing what is really going on. That there's a magnetic pole shift. That the Earth's magnetic field is going through a cosmic event. That there's solar flashes that are going on in the sun, which means it's going on inside of your solar plexus, which is changing your internal body clock, your circadian rhythm, which is causing everybody to go through a cosmic reset on the inside of your body, which is why some of you guys have been feeling sick from the very beginning. But whoops, because when, a black lady tells you these things, it's right over your head. Because you don't know knowledge. Don't you want to know this? So you can stop wearing a muzzle and thinking that it's something that it isn't? Allowing yourselves to constantly be played? The enemy is laughing at you? Enemy is laughing at you. Y'all are still, you guys are still afraid of things that our ancestors, you know what I'm saying, left here for us. You guys are still afraid of the Baphomet. You guys are still afraid. You guys are afraid of everything. You're afraid of your shadows. Teaching your children to be afraid of an imaginary virus. You guys have little babies in masks. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should really, really, really be ashamed of yourself. You guys have 2- and 3-year-old babies walking around in masks. What do you think that is? What do you think that is telling the subconscious? What do you think you guys are doing to the cells of the body? See, that's just too. That's just, you're not even thinking.